Alath, the great dwarven hero. It's been 22 years since he was grinding away as a hunter in the snoozy hillocks of Farsonspread. A baby-faced rookie no more, slayer of monsters, slayer of Lozu, hero of the 300-year war. And now he was leaving the fortress Stizashiton to head south in pursuit of a new drink called Sunshine. And terrible monsters as well, including titans harassing the land. He questily journeys to the southwest, over the mountains then through the pass where he's jumped by bandits, thieves, scallywags. Alath says thieves are the worst. Alath tries to follow the law, he really does. But in the case of thieves, he just takes their lives until they're dead. Just slash. No mercy, no hesitation. Then he loots their dead bodies. He takes all he wants, and he deserves every penny for committing self-justified murder. Besides cutting down outlaws, Alath is heading to one of the embattled Picts' new expansions, a place he's never been. Since the great victory in the 300-year war, the king has ordered the construction of several new sites, including Pinkguild. The settlement is new and small, and criticized by some as too close to another civilization's captured fortress. But it was ordered by the king, and it's good to be king. Alath discovers and explores a lair, but it's empty. So after taking what he wants, he promptly leaves. Dug densely into the dark and damp hill, a traditional dwarven design. The tavern is split with a bridge running under a waterfall, spritzing guests with mist to freshen their spirits. Alath, like any true dwarf, loves a good misting. The tavern was lively and fully stocked with a healthy variety of booze. Inside was mostly dwarfs, with an elf and a lorikeet woman added to the mix. Alath had a few drinks. Sunshine was amazing. He told some stories, made some new friends, earned some respect, and took the place in. Like everywhere else, this community was plagued by beasts and monsters of all kinds. Full of liquid confidence and overflowing unreal confidence, Alath stood up and yelled to the room, "So be it, so it must be done, and I will do the deed. I will slay the beasts. I will take care of your pests." He was pooh-poohed by an ugly-faced downer, but cared not for the joyless interruption. And after a few more drinks, Alath was off. His journey was far from over, and it was cold as ever. He had to start fires to melt the snow, to have at least something to drink, even if it was pathetic water. Alath, being a true dwarf, decided to take the underground highway instead of suffering the cold. A dwarf feels at home underground, deep in the earth. Beheading trolls is trivial for Alath, and he casually follows the highway. Emerging at a small hillocks, Alath chatted up the first people he found. More stories of rampaging beasts, and of a titan who's claimed more than a few lives, wild animals rampaging, and enemy nations posturing. He is not afraid of wild animals. This is the great hero, Alath, after all. And he was prepared for another war, should it arise. And so, he was off, back on the trail. Trolls, wolves, and dingoes. Oh my, Alath makes quick work of them all. Alath feels at home in the wilderness. He's intimately familiar with living off of the land, and values the tranquility of nature. He says being deep inside nature is the only true freedom in this life. He approached the shrine and saw it. The brush titan, a great scaly slug. It has thin wings of stretched skin, and it moves about carelessly. Its azure scales are large and close set. Beware its deadly spittle. The Brush Titan isn't a fitting name. Amaya Tailcoast the Trampled is its real name. It was born in the time before time, in year -189, making it 579 years old. It's been wandering the prairie of discoveries for 344 years and has several notable kills, but really, for the most part, has kept to itself. An ancient beast from a forgotten age. It's strong, but it is quite susceptible to disease, and flimsy. Also, quite clumsy. But Alath knew what he had to do. He ran in. The Titan breathes a glob of spittle, closely missing Alath. Being no fool, Alath knows he needs cover. There's several stone pillars, but they're a bit of a ways. Alath heads towards them with haste, but not enough haste. The Titan attacks Alath, but he skillfully dodges. In retaliation, Alath slashes the Titan in the right wing with his steel two-handed sword, tearing it. The Titan tries and fails to bite Alath, and Alath dodge jumps to the west. The Titan breathes a glob of deadly spittle, missing Alath by a neck hair. Alath sharply slashes the Titan across the chest, tearing out another scale. The Titan makes two quick attacks, Alath casually dodging both. The Titan charges at Alath as he jumps out of the way, much to the Titan's frustration. After the Titan fails to grab Alath, he slashes it again, tearing out another scale. The Titan lands a bite on Alath's foot as he was trying to dodge, pinching the steel high boot and bruising the muscle. Without missing a beat, Alath stabs the Titan's body, tearing into its fat. In anger, the Titan clumsily swipes at Alath, completely missing, then immediately charges. Alath jumps out of the way and serendipitously dodges the Titan's next attack. As the Titan prepares to spit another dangerous spittle, Alath sees his chance and takes it. He stabs the Titan in the body with his mighty long and hard steel, two-handed sword, this time tearing muscle and guts, so deep that the sword gets stuck. The Titan falls over as white goo pools on the stone below it. The Titan's spittles whiffs, as does its next attack, as it lays immobile and cut open. Alath pulls the sword out as the Titan uselessly swipes again. Alath takes his sword and drives it into the Titan's body, up through the neck and into its brain, causing the Titan to go limp. It wasn't even close. Alath wrecked the Titan with practiced ease. He's a professional. On returning to the settlement of Pinkguild, he told the locals of his deeds. The settlers were exuberant and celebrated with drink, though they were already day drinking. But now they're party drinking too. To the locals, this was the day the great hero Alath, slayer of Lozu, of Amaya Tailcoast the Trampled, hero of the realm, visited their settlement. To Alath, it was just a Tuesday. Alath Monang Nabas, truly the great dwarven hero of the embattled Picts.